So why don't we start by just talking a little bit about what this means to you. You were inducted as a team member last year. Now you're here as an individual. Just tell us what it means to be inducted in the Canadian Soccer Hall of Fame.
You know what? It means an awful lot. Getting recognized for the work that you've put in over the years in your career and the sacrifices that you made. And once you retire, you kind of walk away from the game and that's it. But to get the phone call and say, Jimmy, you're going into the Canadian Soccer Hall of Fame, it meant an awful lot, and I enjoyed every single minute playing for my country and in my professional career as well.
A lot of times it's hard to sort of walk away from the game at any point for any player. Just sort of talk us through what it was like for you to make that decision to hang up the boots and call it quits, so to speak.
It got to the point I was picking up a lot of injuries, and I knew if I played another year or two, then I would have really hurt the body. I wanted to be a dad that I'd be able to go out and play sports with my kids, and I've got 3 kids, and I wanted to enjoy as much time as I could with them. I had a couple of good friends that I played with who had hip surgeries, and I thought, you know what, body's hurting now. The time's right for me. I was in my 30s, and with Toronto FC, I had a great time with them, and they offered me a position upstairs, which was great. I knew the time was right.
So talk a little bit, you've had a number of memories, a number of key moments that were involved in Canadian soccer, joining Toronto FC, first MLS franchise, the 2000 Gold Cup team. Which one stands out for you the most? What was something that you really feel like is your legacy in Canadian soccer?
I think it would probably have to be when we won the Gold Cup. That was a special moment. As everybody knows, we were the underdogs going into that tournament. And when we came out victorious and beating Colombia in the final there, it meant an awful lot. And we made friends for a lifetime, and that team was so close, and it was amazing to see what could happen when you really start testing the boundaries and digging in for each other, and to come away from that was amazing with the gold medal.
Were you cognizant of the support that was going on back in Canada at that time?
No, do you know what? We had no idea. No, we had no idea. We didn't realize until after the tournament. We started getting phone calls from friends and family, and they said it was amazing, the support that was back in Canada. I mean, it would have been nice if when the tournament was done, that we could have went back to Canada and showcased what we just won, but we were in the middle of the season for most of us that were playing over in Europe, so we had to head straight back to their clubs.
When you did win, did it dawn on you what that kind of accomplishment was at the time, or did it take time to sort of realize what you had done as a team?
I think, when you look back at the videos, I think you realize how surprised we all were to win that. And then when it's set in, you just realize actually how big an achievement that was for all of us, and it's one that'll last forever.
You've sort of been here through a number of transformations. 2000 was a big step forward. 2007 when Toronto FC joined. Just talk us through what you think the state of the game is like currently, and if we're heading in the right direction.
I think we are. I think we are heading in the right direction. It's going to take time. We've got a lot of pro clubs now, so we've got a pathway for Canadian kids. We got three pro clubs that are in MLS, and we got a couple more that are in the lower divisions. But I think the more teams that we can get, and the more players that we can push into that professional environment, it's only going to enhance our chances of eventually qualifying for a World Cup one day.
So last one, you're sort of beginning to give back to the game now. Just talk us through that decision, and also sort of what it means to be sort of helping to grow the grassroots side of the game now.
It got to the point I had about 22 years in the pro game, and now it's time to plant my roots and be a dad with the kids and take them to their sports and be a husband as well. So. When an opportunity came along in Aurora and they asked me to be the executive director of the organization, then I thought about it, and I had a good chat with my wife, because there was a couple of teams in MLS that wanted me to go back into the pros, but I wasn't ready. It was just time for me to enjoy life and give back to the youth and try to put something together and try to build something with the club where we could create a pathway for kids to go to university or become a professional or play for the Canadian national team. We've got a good technical staff there, a lot of guys that are ex-pros, and our technical director, Dave DiPacido, is a guy I used to grow up with. So we got a good club, a good board as well, good business mind, and I'm really enjoying the challenge.
Excellent. Enjoy your night, and again, congratulations. It's a terrific honor for yourself, and I know it's the second time around for you, but enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much.